G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. I'm embarking on another cathode ray tube television project. This time I'm going to be making a 625 line TV set using a 902 type green phosphor cathode ray tube. I've got a couple of these 2-inch tubes from the ham radio markets up in Dural, and a whole couple of these, a few 3 inches and a couple of 5 inches. And yeah, I was looking for a TV circuit using one of these type of tubes, and yeah, on John Hunter's Cool 386 site, where he does all sorts of valve electronic projects, from TV sets to audio equipment to miscellaneous. He had on his site a 2-inch TV, and this is a printout of some pictures of his 2-inch set, the guts of it. So there you have a 2-inch tube, your speaker, your valves sticking up from the chassis, and the electronics underneath. I pretty much wanted to do a solid state version because solid state electronics is easier to get a hold of, but thought, yeah, why not go valve? So because there's not as much electronics, particularly with this set, so I think yeah, make this a good starter project, because I eventually do want to get on to making a larger screen cathode ray tube TV using one of my larger cathode ray tubes. But for now, yeah, this will be a good starter project for me. So far I've racked up the majority of the parts. Got the valve sockets, got all my valves in here. This is a 7 valve TV set, so I bought all those off eBay with all these other parts, such as the sockets. Went to Jaycar, bought a bunch of caps to make up the capacitance values in the power supply section, which cost me over $70. Yeah. Not cheap. Maybe I should have bought off eBay, but oh, yeah. Got a bunch of potentiometers, and I plucked out a bunch of other parts from my collection of components, from resistors to capacitors and transistors. Not transistors, this uses valves, silly me. No, diodes actually. So yeah, I plucked out parts and I bought parts, and here I've got the chassis that I'm going to be mounting this all the electronics in, and the cathode ray tube's going to be sitting on top like so, very much like as depicted in John's circuit, John's TV that is. As for the transformer, well, I've already got a transformer power supply unit which output 6.3 volts for the valve heaters and 250 volts for the main supply. This one need 285 volts output, but I reckon I can step it up from 250 volts to the required high voltages. Just probably need to make some modifications to that circuit, which I'll contact John and see what he can suggest for me. Anyway, so I'll do that pretty much. Yeah, that other AC power supply unit, which supplies dual 250 volts and 6.3 volts and a few other voltages. Yeah, that particular power supply I've used for my narrow bandwidth TV that uses a 3BP1 3-inch tube. So yeah, anyway, so I've got my parts here, and I've cut out the bottom of the chassis so I can put my electronics in. I've done some marking of where I'm going to put the speaker and put 4 of the potentiometers. I'm pretty much going by the given photo of John's set. So he's got 6 of his potentiometers on the front plate. There's a total of, I think there's a total of 10 potentiometers, but anyway, 8 or 10, can't remember how many. But yeah, most of the pots will be on the front, and there'll be the centering pots will be situated here. So I'll probably stick them here, or I can probably just add them to the front as well and make them adjustable externally. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much about it. So I'm pretty much starting on this project, and yeah, this is my very first video. Anyway, stay tuned for when I made some progress in constructing this 2-inch 902 type green screen tube TV. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.